Hey, what's up everybody? This is Like It's 1985, and today we are going to take a look at Transformers 2015 Warrior Class Strong Arm. So we'll start off here with the vehicle form. You can see here that Strong Arm is a kind of a police truck, and she does come with a rifle or a gun here with a kind of a flare effect that's actually molded into the plastic here. You can't remove this, but you can probably cut that off if you don't like that look there. Just the part right there. So looking at the truck itself, it does roll really well. It's actually pretty nicely detailed, although it's in a way it's kind of plain. If you are interested in seeing how the replica labels turn out, please check out Decom Prime's channel. I'll include the link to his video that he posted just today, and you can check out the replica labels on this particular figure. But as she is here, while she is a little bit plain here, it's fine. I like it pretty well just as it is. So, with that said, let's go ahead and look at transformation into robot mode. One thing you can see here underneath, there's a lot of hollow areas there. She is a bit of a shell former, and she's got a big backpack in robot mode. So the first thing I find easier to do is take the door panels here and untab them. Now, one thing, if you squeeze the door panels here, they're prone to kind of collapsing in like that, and that can make it really frustrating when you're trying to actually transform it from robot into vehicle form. So you do have to watch out for that and kind of be patient about it. But anyhow, you can see there's a couple tabs. You want to just untab these side panels here, and then do the same thing over here as well. And then that's going to free up these two tabs here as well on the back. You can split the legs, and you can go ahead and bring down the feet. There's a panel here, which we'll actually deal with a little later, but let's go ahead and take a look at the upper part of the transformation here. Go ahead and fold these back like that for now. And as you can see here, it came kind of untabbed, but you can see that it does tab in place there. So you kind of want to just grab onto it, separate it out, and then kind of unfold the arms like that. And here's a key part of the transformation. You can see there's these bits of plastic here on either side. It's actually on a assembly, so if you rotate it down such that you have the metal pin there facing forward, that's the correct way to do it. And vice versa, if you're transforming it into a vehicle form, it's going to have to be up so that the pin is facing upwards. When I tried to transform it the first time into vehicle form, I didn't realize that. So this whole assembly does come down, and sometimes there's a little bit of difficulty getting it down, but it's supposed to rotate down together. Looks like, there we go. See? And you do the opposite thing for transformation into vehicle form. And I noticed that you can't actually form the front end unless you actually rotate this whole assembly up when you're transforming from bot mode into robot or to vehicle mode. So with the arms here, you can see there's these panels here. Fold those up, and there you have the arms done for robot mode. Bring this panel up here, tab that into place. Take the waist, rotate it 180. So now you have the front of the legs facing the correct way. And here is the backpack. And actually what you want to do is fold it up like that, and these just stay out like that. So there's no way to actually fold them in further. It would have been nice if there's actually like a hinge here, like a pin assembly, that this could fold in one more time, like along this edge there, along that point, so it would actually be more compact. But I suppose that would add more cost to the figure, I guess, and make the transformation a bit more fragile, so I guess they decided to leave it like that. So it is what it is, right? Just a backpack. A big hollow backpack. So yeah, articulation here in robot mode. Appears to have a ball jointed head. There are ball jointed shoulders. You got this swivel joint here and a swivel joint there. And you can see below that point there, the actual hand itself, the fist, does not rotate at all. It's enclosed in this little section of plastic here. Actually, these do tab on the side here. There you go. As we saw earlier, articulation at the waist, swivel, ball jointed hips, swivel at the thigh, bend at the knee, and there is your articulation for strong arm here in robot mode. So yeah. Actually, I picked this figure up. At first, I did not like this figure, but I actually started watching the cartoon, and I like the character of Strong Arm, so I decided to pick up the figure. And the figure is not that bad. I mean, there's obviously some faults in it. The giant backpack here, and then as we saw in the vehicle form, those gaping parts, which really isn't a fault because you don't really see it unless you actually lift the vehicle up and look underneath it. So, not a big deal there. Of course, she can wield her gun, no problem there, and she can store it back here as well. So with that said, let me go ahead and see if I can transform her back into vehicle mode and kind of show you some of the problems that are apparent with this figure. Not really problems, but more like difficulties just getting it back into vehicle form. So you want to take the arms and go like that. And as you recall, rotate the waist around, bring the section down. These sections here need to go up, so they rotate. They don't rotate very easily, I find. You can see there now, you can see that there. I must have had something blocking it when I tried to show you earlier. See how that goes? It needs to be like this for robot mode and up like that for transformation into vehicle form. If you don't, this front end won't come together. It won't transform properly. So let's see. Let's go like this. This is the front end. It's going to come up like that. And like that. And this should all kind of tab together. Now, don't get discouraged if things come on tab, because it's going to happen, because you're going to be messing around with different pieces of this to get it to form the truck mode. So go ahead and take the feet here and rotate them so they're like that. You can tab together the legs. And then what I find helpful is to bring it all together. These two tabs go in these two slots here, and that kind of gives you the structure to build around. If you don't do it that way, it's a little more frustrating, I think. So tab these in place at this point right here before you actually try to tab in the door sections. So now that those are tabbed in place, you can kind of bring down the doors on either side. And now it's just a matter of getting all the tabs lined up. You can see those tabs are lined up here, but then you got to kind of move around some plastic here and get that in there like that. And like I say, it's much easier if you have these tabbed into place first. So get these tabs lined up, move that there, and then straighten up this front end here, which is kind of coming apart a little bit, which, like I said before, does happen. So kind of work with it until you get everything to line up and being a little stubborn there. So you can see the tabs come together for the front end, and the tabs go here to the blue section. And then you can see the doors. That's one of the things. The doors kind of, if you're messing around the figure, trying to transform it, the doors kind of fall back inside of the vehicle mode. So just kind of put them back out like that. Make sure everything's pegged into place. Looks pretty good, except for here. And there she is back in her vehicle form. See, it just tabs come and tabs. You got to tab them until you finally work your way around it. You know, it's like a puzzle or something like that. So yeah, which is what a transformer is basically. So yeah, there she is, Strong Arm back in her truck mode. So with that, I will end the review. She is a pretty cool figure. I can definitely see why people may not like her. Why she may be a peg warmer, because just her backpack, and I don't know, maybe she may not be the most popular character from the show. But I've come to kind of like her character, and so therefore that prompted me to pick up the figure. And the figure is not as bad as I thought it would be. Certainly it's not great by any means, but and certainly it's not my favorite. Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's pretty cool. And like one person pointed out, basically, it's like we've seen all these really thin RC type of fembots. It's kind of nice to see more bulky Fembot. You kind of get representation from all types of female or Fembot body forms there. So there you go, Transformers 2015, Robots in Disguise, Warrior Class, Strong Arm. Thanks for watching.